Speaking of 2020, the year 2020, it's upon us. We got the end of the road coming, and now Paul Stanley and Doc McGee on the Kiss Cruise, if people have been following it, have talked about the fact that they're willing to include all living members, past and present, of Kiss in the final show. Curious, what are your thoughts on that, and what are your expectations for the closing of Kiss with the end of the road tour?
Well, I would think it's going to be great if they can get back on stage, something like they did with Unplugged in '95. But I think if people are under the assumption that Ace Frehley's going to walk out in his Love Gun Alive 2 costume and play Shock Me, they're in for a rude awakening.
Yes.
You know, the band is still going to be Tommy and Eric, and the band will be Tommy and Eric until the last note is played. But I can see Bruce Kulick coming up there and playing Unholy. I can see... I could see them getting a little bit looser than they have been in the past 30 years. You know, a Kiss show is much more like a Broadway show than it is a concert. Everything is choreographed and everything is set up to hit a certain mark, and the lights are doing certain things and everything else. So there's really not a whole lot of time for improvisation. So you're not going to see a guy walk up in street clothes and play Reason to Live. But at the last show, you might see Bruce Kulick jump on stage and they might do Hide Your Heart. That would be cool.
Yeah,
they
I'd love
might
to see something like that.
Yeah, Peter might come out and sing Beth. I think the version that Eric has been doing of Beth on the last tour with the grand piano raising up out of the floor was awesome. But I could see them, Peter coming out and doing that, and then I could see the whole band on stage for Rock and Roll Night. I think that'd be a great way to end it. I never expected past members to be on certain end of the road dates based on where they were. I always thought that Kiss was going to be this until the very last show. So, my 39th Kiss show will be in Buffalo, New York, this coming February, and I always wanted to make it to an even 40.
Wow.
So I might end up going to the last show, if that'll be number 40.
That's crazy.
But I don't know. I don't know. I hope they film it for a DVD. I'm hoping I'm able to kind of watch it. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm here till the end. I'm here till the end.
Here's what I'm really getting at. What do you think of Vinnie Vincent coming back?
Oh, there's no way he's coming back. There's no way that guy is coming back.
He wouldn't even show up. No.
No, he wouldn't show up. There's no way. There's no way. Even if he was invited, I would think Paul Stanley, having the humor that he does, he would invite Vinny, and then the night before he'd be like, "Oh, I'm just kidding. Yeah, gotcha."
I think Doc said that they'd be willing to have him though.
Yeah, no, there's no way. There's
that would
no
be
way.
So crazy.
There's no way he would do that because, he's ripped off all the fans, with these concerts that he's trying to do. The Vinnie Vincent's going to shred in Nashville, but now he can't, so he's going to open up a recording studio. So everything could sound as perfect as I want it to sound. So we're going to a studio where I'm comfortable, and 11 people are going to show up. It's going to be great. No, he's never going to be there. If Vinnie Vincent had come back, at that Atlanta convention and kind of kept the momentum going and delivered things that he said he was going to deliver, I think there might have been a chance, but it's the same Vinnie. It's the same Vinnie. This guy, you give him the keys to the kingdom, he's there hanging himself. So no, Vinnie Vincent won't be back. I would like to see something, even if it's just a cool retrospective 45-second video of Eric Carr on the screen. I would like to see that.
Yes.
But Peter, Chris, and Ace Frehley are not going to be putting that makeup back on, and they're not going to be playing a full show. Anyone that thinks that is on drugs.
Some big predictions there. I like it a lot, and you know what? I sort of agree with you, and I also have this feeling that if the last show was at Madison Square Garden, a guy like Vinnie Vincent, even though you're part of the history, if you've ripped off your own fans for so long and you can't even show up to a little gig, I don't think you deserve to play Madison Square Garden.
No, I don't. I don't think it's going to be at Madison Square Garden. I think the last show is probably going to be in Central Park or at Citi Field. Really? I'm actually hoping it's going to be at Citi Field because trying to get that production into Central Park, and it's just I just don't see. I don't see it being a good experience for the people that show up.
Where'd you hear Central Park? Is that a rumor?
Yeah, it's just a rumor. It's just the rumors are Central Park and Citi Field. So, that's where I think it's going to be at one of those. I don't think it's going to be at Madison Square Garden. I think all the shows that they've played so far on the end of the road tour, it's going to be that for that venue. I don't think they're going to revisit venues. They might revisit certain cities or certain markets, but I don't think they're going to come back to the Forum, or I don't think they're going to come back to places that they've already played before.
Yeah, I
could
see that.
I could be wrong. I don't think I am, but I could be wrong. But I really believe that wherever they've been, they're not going to head back to. So I think that they're probably going to, come back to the New York area. They have to, and I think they're going to play, one of those, Citi Field or Central Park. I think it would be cool if they played a club in New York City, the night before they're supposed to, play Central Park. I think that would be really, really cool, because what's cool about Kiss' history is it's so vast that you can kind of pick certain time periods that you like at certain points of your life, depending on what's going on. And I've always revisited those 1992 club shows. Imagine if you got that in 2019 or 2020 or 2021 or whenever it's going to be. I think that'd be really cool.
Yeah, they could rent out the loft and break out the windows or go on the roof of the building or something and do an outdoor concert.
Yeah, something like the Beatles did,
Seriously.
But I think that'd be cool. I think to see them, perform at a little club would be cool. I mean, they did something like that a couple of years ago for the John Varvatos